Hello, dear gays, dear Yarsprime music listeners. Today I want to talk about specifically the Flag Rush OST series. Might be like volume 1 or something. Look how these colors are like, make a palette or something. I want to talk about my thoughts on all the tracks, how they fit the map, the Flag Rush OST theme in general, how they are as a track themselves, and just, for myself for the future, how I think about this OST right now, releasing the last one about a month ago, maybe 2, I don't know. And just maybe giving some behind the scenes commentary from me, or how would you call it? By the way, guys, can you give me more upvotes on these tracks? Because I think 0 upvotes is really bad. I'm gonna downvote this one just in case. I don't know what this is. Okay, let's start. Starting with a strong one, mastering classes that sounds before every map in Flag Rush, and I don't think it has to be changed because of how versatile it is, and because it sounds in the same room basically. Track that I wrote in half a day or something. It was really quick, and I think it's really good. It had to be in the basis of it. This is a draft track, and I only have 2 of them. This one and the one I wrote when I used GarageBand in the first time and forever. This one being for Splitbow OST. And I think I nailed it pretty well. Not that it's in the same, not that it gives off the same feeling, but how different the maps are in general. So for example, Splitbow, you can see what your opponents pick. You're when you're picking a kit, you're facing each other basically. You're in the same top area on the opposite sides, while in Flag Rush you're just in this mysterious room and you have no idea. You can pick the same kit as your teammate and you have no idea which kit your opponents chose. Both of these, Splitbow and Flag Rush, are both strategic games. I think just the strategy in general goes more for Flag Rush, because if you don't strategize in Splitbow, you might play worse, but you still the basis of it, just shoot and place block in the middle, stays the same. And in Flag Rush, it doesn't work that you just run, grab flag, leave. It's not that easy, So I think this track just in general, I don't have the project of it, so I'm just gonna use the audio files. I think it encapsulates the feeling of preparing for a match basically, which is a bit intense, mysterious and stuff. And I think how also how JK timed the hits with the choosing parts, this part playing right before being teleported, being seeing how much quieter it is and how much of a build up it is to the whole track, being yo, attention, we're starting right now, and then you get teleported is really nice. And then the moment it hits, the track basically just goes in a loop. So the only thing that's added is a lead a bit later, but the lead is added when the first person starts choosing. So this part that starts playing is just it plays again later on. Then the second hit being timed perfectly if you're the first one to choose the kit, being the first hit hey, we're starting the game, we're gonna choose kits right now, get ready. Second hit, if you're the person choosing, it's the hit you're getting teleported. The lead starts playing, the woodwind, I don't know. And it's just it's really nice, it hitting perfectly the teleportation parts if you're the first person and stuff. And also just being in that lobby, thinking what to pick, looking what your teammates are picking. I think this just fits pretty well in general. Also, if you you can see I have the hidden features here, which if you stretch out is more of a chill track, not being that it's not as loud, but you can see these parts, these quiet parts, as opposed of them being also being here, but they're more of a just being an audio track. Here it's more you can see them hitting at the same time as being the build up of the strings hitting a sound effect. I think this is just this shows how much intensity I tried to show with a string coming in, the violin coming in. We only one at the beginning. Yeah, you can hear it right now, like right now. And then when the lead joins, the second like violin joins. Yeah, like the second time it repeats, but there's like already two violins for like, I guess, more intensity, playing the different notes. You can hear the second one coming in later, but them ending at the same time to like, you know, like this intensity builds up and it needs to like go somewhere, and it's just like hitting on a random like sound effect, a percussion sound effect. I think it like works well. You know, first of all, it's not like a hit that comes after this violin. It's not like a that follows the violin. It like releases it fully, you know, like it's something that hits like when the track ends, but more of a it's still a release. Like the tension goes to like a sound effect, but I don't think like I don't know if what I'm saying is making sense. I think like the build-up is strong, and the hit that happens with the sound effect is good enough to like, okay, we're fine, this is what it was building up, but it's not strong enough to be like, yo, like that's it, you know? Like if you're watching from like a horror movie perspective, this is like being like a light jump scare, you know? Like it's a build up and then like a janitor comes out of the toilet like, yo, it's me, there's no monster in here. And you're like, oh yeah, but like why the build up? But then like the fucking some monster actually grabs the janitor, it's like, oh help, and like torn to shreds. That's like feeling I'm talking about, you know? Yeah, and also I also started comparing, like I'll go back to the hidden features too, but like here it's more, I can say like less distracting, but more like ambient when you're choosing. Here it's like the soundtrack is more these quieter and louder parts with this like hits happening, more active, like more noticeable, you know? Like you could hear like it's just like half a second of silence, meanwhile like right here is like something is happening, you know? And like I think just everywhere, like just this intense feeling of like building up to a sound effect is like a pretty fun thing, being easy to make because I just add different sound effects, and it's at the same time it's different because you don't know what to expect. It's not like the same thing happening. Like I think it loops somewhere 100%, but like not immediately, you know? Like I hope you get what I'm saying. Okay, I think this video is gonna be like much longer than I intended it to be already. I just like yapping about the tracks that I made like a few years ago. I think what also is good about this track, which might be a bit of my laziness, but I think I remember being intentional of it having no chord progression, like the dun 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 dun. It doesn't go up, it doesn't go down, just like it's the same chord playing basically at the same time, you know? Like it doesn't go anywhere, it just loops and loops. Even like the get your weapons, although it like loops for the most part, like the first, second, fourth chord are the same. The third one goes like up a fifth or something, I don't remember. Like right here. And back down to the original. Which makes it nice on its own, but I think like the how monotone it is, like without a chord progression, really like matches the state of the game. Like you're in the same room, you're doing the same thing, but still keeping the intensity and shit, you know? Let's go what I like and what I dislike about the track itself, not being in the sense of the game. I like the structure. It's like really nice. It's like, yo, attention. The first hit, and like it playing like not all the strings, like but it's still hitting like everything that I got. Then the lead coming in, then it leaving but keeping the strings, you know. So it's like A B, like A B A plus with like the extra strings, B A plus B, like until the end. I think the structure is really well. It doesn't get like super repetitive unless like you listen to it like every day, like I sometimes do. I think it really matches the theme, and I think the lead is really nice. Like the lead coming in, kind of changing like the vibe too. You know, like it being a bit unexpected from like the main melody. And also being like the structure of the lead itself, like keeping this quiet parts is also really nice. What I don't like is like the lead at some parts. Like the track was really rushed, and like some where's the I don't think the timing is correct on this one. Like the like I think it's a bit off, and sometimes it hits my ear in the wrong way. You know, it's a bit like clunky. I don't know. And the snare, like if I had the project, I think I would change this. Like I wanted to change like a month after releasing the track, but I lost the file for this track. Like the lead and the snare, which is like a problem for this and hidden features, spoiler alert. Like the snare, I just took a snare and then it wasn't too like hitty. So instead of like side chaining or making it like more distorted and stuff, I just added a like I think like a ram hit, like hitting like the side of the drum instead of the snare drum itself, you know? I think it's a bit meh, I don't know. I think I achieved like why I kept it, I achieved it being like more strong, but I think there were better ways to like not combine these two sounds, you know? Sorry if I'm gonna ruin some soundtrack for anyone here, I'm sorry, that's how I live. Like you just live with the mistakes, you know? I don't know if it's even a mistake, I just think like there could be better options than this snare drum. It's not as bad, but I just don't like it. It's more personal stuff. I don't know like why what the fuck is this? I don't know, man. I think like either I messed up or FL Studio messed up. Like it has to be like more, you know, like and now it's here forever. Like I don't know how it like how this happened. Like it has to start with an ease in. This is the idea of the whole track, but it like kind of doesn't. Like most of the part it does. Like let's just ignore this like this random hit. But yeah, like it's starting with the ease in already makes it like different from the bam 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 bam. You know what I'm talking about? Like it being like coming a bit slight if you ignore. I just hate this part. Like that's one of the minuses that I have. Like what the fuck is this? How did this come through? Oh no, I think it worked. I think it's just the snare muted or like the kick. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. How the ease ins, I think, works really nice, because like this doesn't, like this, it's more, not as distracting. This track is not as distracting as the mastering classes. I think like, when it starts playing, and like someone has like problems, where there's like technical problems, so it plays for like, how long is it? 1.5 minutes or so? I don't know. I think it's not that noticeable, and it's pretty like nice, chill. But when it ends, you know, you're like, bro, where did it go, you know? And then you're left with the silence. It's a bit awkward, you know, like this happened to me a few times, I'm like, bro, where the hell did that go, you know? So I think like it works really well in the thing that's happening during the track. And then like, also I made it right after mastering classes in half of the day, like both of these are kind of made in half of the day. You can call it lazy, but I call it matches the theme of like the structure being like build up to our sound effect, you know, like here, you know, like the and like build up on a sound effect. The mirror's right here, you know, like strings cuts off with the sound effect, you know. More strings cuts off with the sound effect. So yeah, I think like that the themes, like not the themes, the structure basis is kind of like the idea is the same basically, you know, like the build up to a sound effect, but here it being like more intense. I think here it being more like, hey, remember the track you just heard, literally, like here it is, but like more dialed down, you know. So I think that's really cool. I think like it still matches the theme of being like super mysterious with this build ups too on the instruments. And I like mastering classes, it actually has a chord progression, which is like, it's super simple, nothing crazy, but I think it like adds, like if this one was monotone, I think it would get like stale really fast, but like because of the nice chord progression, it keeps like the mystery part kind of. I think that's nice. My subjective thoughts, what I like about this is the chords, like I said, and then just like it's matching the theme and stuff. You know, like it's chill. What I don't like is that the snare drum again. You can see it peaking here too. You know, like it being like also a collection of a snare drum plus like but this time it's like a I don't know freaking bone hitting a bone sound effect. Like not like that, but something like I don't know what it is, but like. I think that's the distracting part. Like here, it's not even that I had to like make it really loud because it's a subtle track. I think just removing one of them would be also really nice. Also, like this one sound effect that I use all the time when the chord progression restarts. I don't know why I added it. Like I don't know that the tun like what I have no idea why I added it. It pisses me off a bit, to be honest. I don't know. It just plays every time when the chord progression resets. Like, why is it there? I don't know. That's what I don't like about it. Well, I think these two are like really strong, you know, like hidden features. I think I listen to them also much less because like of how, you know, it's like less epic, it's more slow. But I think it does its job well in the game itself. On Mastering Glass I just listen to sometimes separate because it's like it's just a catchy track, you know. Talking about sound effects themselves, I think like also, was I even talking about sound effects? I think like the sound effects also fit really well. Like we got this, like some coin flip sound effect when you choose a kit. But I don't think it's a coin flip. I think it was like a sound effect from the drums with like the, you know, the hi-hats, the hats, the crashes, like kind of those type stuff. Just to like not to make it too distracting with like some other sound. We did the same thing with Splitbow where the sound effect just matches the theme playing, and it's like just really satisfying. I think like that idea like where it works really well, and here also works really well. I think like yeah, but it's like if you time it like badly, like it's not as good, but like still it doesn't like really hits you off, you know, like. Yeah, but like, I bet nobody like who played it even noticed that. Also, like having two outros for both tracks, like this being to notice the sound effect playing here. This being an outro to hidden features, and this being to mastering classes. They're basically the same. You know, like only the sound effect in the beginning is changed, you know, like this also matching like them being like basically sister soundtracks, you know. Because like just how similar they are in general, you know. Now let's move on to the main map soundtracks. This looks so nice, man. Like, one off, if not the best soundtrack I wrote. Like, I don't know, man. It's been a few years. Still nothing really matched it, dude. Like, it's so good. Like, man. It being a soundtrack for every map was like the one of the peaks of Splitbow. No, Splitbow, what? Feet of Flag Rush. This, I don't think so. Like, I just like it's just super joke. What really works in Newton's Law that I never used for other soundtracks is like it had to be looped somehow, so it doesn't take as much space as others. It's like so it's not like 20 minutes long because like the Flag Rush games are indefinite, and the music keeps playing. You know, so I decided to like start the soundtrack with like it being without a build up. It just goes immediately into like the main lead. You know. Like you hear this main part everywhere, and it's starting with like this drum part. I don't know. I thought it's gonna like melt in really nicely, like making it like ease in, ease out. You know, like if it was like that kind of shit, and then like it ends the same way. I wanted to like to end it like really roughly, like it just goes from 100 to 10, and then like. How it is in the game itself, like it's starting. Like even if you move it a bit, but it kind of works, you know. Like you don't have to time it perfectly, so like it's just like You don't have to time it perfectly so it does that in the game of Minecraft, which is pretty tough. I didn't end up using this idea in the later soundtracks, but I think the thing that makes it special that it goes like immediately to like 70%, you know? Like this is not the main part. Like more things are added to it, but I think like what makes it nice is that it gives like the taste of the soundtrack immediately, like the idea of it, the melody. And I think it being more like this being a simplified version, which doesn't like appear again, it's only in the beginning, what makes it really nice, because I think some of the stuff that I added later on were too harsh. Like this being like a dumped down version makes it really nice, you know? What makes this different from other soundtracks too is that how I had like no idea of what kind of a vibe Flag Rush is, and JK just told me like it's something between intense and chill, so that's what I tried with the soundtrack, and I think I did it pretty well. Like it's still upbeat, but it's not like crazy. Like if I did this again without like forgetting everything, I think I would just like I would make it much quicker than it is right now. Like this is more my style of doing it, you know, than this. But I think what makes it like a bit slower but chiller, like, is really nice about it, because the other soundtracks I did are more upbeat, you know, which is not a bad thing. But which makes this one different is that it's like it's really nice to listen to, you know. What I really like about it comes the subjective part. The drums are really nice. It's a sample. I don't remember where I got this. Shit, maybe it's even an FL Studio sample. Wait a second. Never mind, I have no idea. Basically, I took it from a sample. I sliced it up and I just used the drums in my own way, because I really had problems with drums back then. Yeah, and I think that worked really well. Like, although this is basically a sample, this is not the drums that I like fully found and made myself. I think like the chopped up sample really like fits. Like you wouldn't know that it's like it was a drum loop which I cut down and rearranged, you know, and like in the parts where it's just like the. Like you can't really tell that I I took this from somewhere else, you know. I really like that. The bass part, like, come on, I think I'm gonna mention the bass part everywhere, like, because I like the bass parts, you know. Like the do. I liked it so much that I kind of like reused it at a part, which I don't like. I basically use all the time like A, B, A, C structure in these soundtracks, so it's not as repetitive. When it has like B and C parts are more like chill and different, so you have like a breather before like the main part hits again, like bang, more upbeat shit. And I think like the melody of a B and C side, I guess, are really nice. Like this, like, come on. It's a bob, dude. Then you come back to the... You know, like, I think it fits really well. Also, the fact that I didn't, like, have a guitar plugin, or I don't have, like, a way to record my guitar, because, like, the cheapest way to record my guitar is, like, 100 euros or something. Maybe one day, maybe I'll buy it one day and I'll have, like, much easier times doing soundtracks or something, or the opposite, you know? Because the more options you have, like, the more difficult shit is to make. But what makes this guitar more, like, cool, I think, is that I just, like, use guitar sound effects or something, like the... Like you see I think like it kind of hits like the electric part of the track still, you know. You can hear it. And then I have it somewhere in the main part too. Like the you can hear it. It's not as loud, but still like. Yeah, I like this limited guitar type shit. What I don't like is how much reverb I have on like the main part. Like I think it's two leads combined. I have one that's like from the beginning. Yeah, maybe not. Or maybe it's this one. I don't remember. I made it like 2 years ago. Or maybe it's this one with like a bunch of reverb, so it's like more kind of echoey in a big room, you know? And it's too much, man. I should have dialed it down. Like it rings for too long, I think. But it's what the soundtrack is, you know? What I also don't like about the track is the B-side having this arpeggio, like I don't know. I kind of had it on the side and I was showing the soundtrack to JK and he's like, oh, I like it. And I was wondering if I should put it in or not, and he said he liked it and I was like, sure. Less work for me looking for shit. Like I don't like looking for a long time for something, like doing the technical stuff for long. It's like, it's what not makes me fun, you know, soundtrack stuff. And I just put it in, and then like half a year later I was like, yeah, like the soundtrack is good, this part I never liked it, you know, like it plays for the whole, it's always there, like I don't know, it fits the track but not what I would like to hear in this part, you know, that's what I don't really like. Like this is the whole part before going to the cool melody that I made. It's just too much. I don't think it's that fitting. It's like a bit too repetitive too. Like I don't know, meh. Also, I don't like that I made the A part, the do 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 do. I made it different in the second part because I didn't want to get repetitive quickly, and I just like copied the bass line and made it like the lead play the bass line, that do 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 do. Somewhere here. Which now I realize it was too repetitive for me, maybe because like I worked for 2 weeks on this track or something. But like that's the best part, you know, like the da 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 da. It's like most memorable. I should have kept it, you know, like I don't think like that. Thing kind of throws off, you know. But like alternatively, the part where the lead, like the very reverbed lead that I don't like, joins in with this bass is really nice. It's just, yeah, here. I like this part a lot. Well, maybe I should have made the lead more noticeable. So yeah, this is the masterpiece of the just law for me. Which I'm happy there has like parts which I don't really like, which like shows I can like 100% improve on it. But still, like it's so decent. Like the vibe of it, the it being not so quick, and like just the melody itself, like it's so nice. Like it being like also maybe what should have also mentioned, like it being integrated in the chords, because like melody came after the chords. It came after da da da. Du, du, du. Du, du, du. You know, like I should should I even sing it? Like it integrating the chord is really nice. Du, du. Du, du, du. Du, du, du. Du, du, du. Like yeah, it's just nice. Moving on, I have a project for this one actually. Now that's the shit, dude. By the way, like the the tempo was fucked. So I'm not sure if it's 170 or like 168, 69 or something. I'll keep it at 169 just for the memes, I don't know. Finally I have a project in which I can look at specific instruments without like having to sing them, so you understand what I'm talking about, you know? Like finally, dude, Hefty Breeze was such a comeback. Like 1 year without any soundtracks, or at least I don't think any Flag Rush OST soundtrack. this was a banger to come back to, dude. Like I'm saying, this was really nice. I think like how upbeat, guitarish, like windy, like when shit, not windy, like brassy, like with the brass, with like the trumpets and shit. How well it matches like the outside air, you know, like the height of it. Basically, I don't think it like matches the mountain specifically, but I think it matches like the how high the map is, at least, you know, with like the brass and the acoustic guitar. It's more upbeat, like at the other soundtracks. It's more upbeat than the Newton's Law. It's not like do 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 do. It's more like bap bap bap, you know. But I don't think it's bad. I think it like that's what makes Newton's Law unique. Like I don't think I would make this one like slower because of it or something. Let's just talk about parts I like. Like, dude, solo is so nice, the guitar solo, and also being like, I had a problem. I still have this problem where I want to fill in every silent part. Like I don't have that much silence in between like solo parts and shit. I think I maybe not perfectly, but I matched really well with like more times to breathe in the middle of the solo. Like I noticed myself. I got this comment a lot from my guitar teacher where when I write a solo, it's a bit cramped, you know, like you don't have a moment to breathe in. Like I want to breathe in while talking or recording. And I think this solo is like really nice because like it's not over the top, you know. You know, it's really nice. Like maybe not about the silence, but like even like just playing one note, I consider it being like not too overwhelming, you know. That's what I did really nice. And like the solo joining in the B side, if I can call it that, really nice. Like where is it? Here. Shit, that's the guitar being fucked up. 1 second. Like right here. It's fucked again, bro. I'm sorry, guys. The fucking guitar. That's why I don't like working with the guitar. You hear that shit, like, dude. Let me just remove this bastard real quick. Oh, that was the problem. It just has like some bullshit at the end. Sometimes, I guess. I don't know why it's fucked. Ah, because the rhythm is fucked. Yeah, it's not the original temp. Whatever. Let's just ignore the guitar. How empty it is without it. Whatever, guys. Why I like it? Why I like it? Why I think it's good. Like it sounds really good. And then after I made like it's the first time I made like the visualization with the notes and shit, which is like an ass on its own. Like it's really hard. Like you can see how it matches the chords itself, which makes sense. Like the melodic basis, but like I didn't expect that. That was really satisfying. There it is. And you can see like yeah. They're a bit like layered differently, so they like might seem a bit off, but like the solo parts just matches the chords of which are being played, you know, like mainly, not fully, but still like it's so nice. Like this specifically, like just being the part of like a chord playing here again. That's just what I like. It's just what I like to mention. That's what's really nice, you know. Also, what's really nice is like the instruments, like the bunch of plugins that I pirated, like hundreds of dollars of it. Like almost everything that I used was like kind of new to me. Like this is the first time I used like a drums plugin, which I use them every time. The addictive drums, you know. Like fully on my own. Oh my god, how much shit is going on here? You know, the guitar, the acoustic guitar, this piece of shit that like breaks every second time you play it. That's so nice. Yeah, there's something about the rhythm is fucked. Whatever. But it's really nice. The brass, it's 20 gigabytes, but it's so worth it. Like the nice, dude, it's so good. Like the bass being the acoustic bass that I use every time now too. The guitar, the solo guitar, of course. Like what else? Yeah, basically it. Like everything, you know. Being like such a step up for me. That's really nice. And also the bass. I really like the bass. Where's the bass? There it is. Very simple, but I just like the bass parts, dude. Bassist, wake up, like you make the song really nice. Maybe even a bit unnoticeable, but like it's really nice. Now going to the bad stuff, I think the B side of it sucks. The B and C side. Because like after the solo I was like, I have no idea what to do, so I just played the chords, you know? And it just repeats, and then it's the same thing here, again I think. No, it's just a build up here. This is not as bad, but like, it's just not, there's no like some other solos playing or something. I just spent so much time on this, I just didn't bother, to be honest. I think it was like not a really good idea to bring in the electric guitar. To bring in this, I don't know. I wanted to make it this last A part different. I don't know. I think it just kind of masses up the feel of the track. I think I would have completely removed it if I could. Like, I'd just rather have it repeat in the original track, you know. Looks like it's kind of empty now without. Oh yeah, because I removed the guitar, like because I removed the acoustic guitar. Of course it's empty. But yeah, with it, no. And like the part after this where you can only hear the guitar, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of sick, but like, kind of ruins like the orchestral mountains vibe of it that I had in mind, you know. But still really good. And yeah, me not being able to figure out the brass, like this part, I played so much with it, dude. Like it just, like the bam, like the, where is it? This one specifically. How do you it was sometimes too loud. I can't make it quieter or anything. Like I just played around a lot of it, and just some parts it's just too quiet. Some parts just hits the ear. I don't remember. There was some fucked up shit, and that's why I don't really like about like the beep side too. You know, like sometimes just loud all of a sudden. Sometimes not loud enough. I think. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember it being, but yeah. Maybe it's not as bad. It was really bad before. Maybe I kind of actually fixed it and I forgot about it. Maybe I'm just hallucinating. But yeah, that's the Hefty Breeze. Really nice comeback, you know. It's the reason the whole track is fucked, you know. Like now I don't know, like whatever. Let's keep going. Yeah, there it is, the soundtrack that sounds more like a pirate soundtrack, code by Stella, or as Kinoko mentioned like 5 times to me already, that it doesn't sound like a medieval tavern soundtrack whatsoever. Whatever, I take criticism, I accept them. I still like the soundtrack though. I like how this one fits, as in it's like the rhythm is completely different from the others, you know? Like I had like terrible time with it, but still. Like it's just different shit. Maybe one of the reasons it sounds like a pirate soundtrack is because of the drums. I still like how different it is, how it makes it different from the other maps, you know? And I think the instruments that are used they fit the theme really well, like the guitar, the strings, the brass sometimes. Yeah, the flute, did it have a flute? I think so, I don't remember. That type of shit, you know? What I like about this one is the melody, dude. The melodies, like I have like 3 different melodies for like the A, B, and C sides. Dude, I think all of them like just so good, like the... Like, it fits the medieval part so well, I think. Like, dude. So, or like here, B-sides. Oh yeah, like this. So nice, like it being like chords don't even change for this. Like they're the same the whole time, you know? And this being the melody and then this joining in. So nice, dude. Nah. And then the A side again. It being like even higher. I don't remember this. It having like a higher strings, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot this even existed. And then the C side, dude, so good. This. So good, dude. Like the main melody being like, man. And like when you add the chords, it's like making the lead melody even like better. These two. It's so nice. It's so like so satisfying, I don't know. And then this the B side melody comes back. And just fits nice. Like, man, I just adore it so much. What I like about this one is that we use claps to like simulate more the live tavern music. I think it's just like such a powerful percussion tool. You can hear like how much I loved it that I have it like separately here, basically. With these claps. Like they're so satisfying, man. Also the bass, I'm gonna mention the bass every time. Like, dude, I love the bass. I just use the same old bass without any changes, and I just love it so much. Like, where is it? You can barely hear it because of how low it is, I guess. Like a do 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 do. Like, man, I just love it so much. But it's kind of meh in the track for me. I think some of the main lead parts are a bit like clanky, choky, like because of how it does, like how difficult it was to do the lead. Like it doesn't really fit. You see, like there's lines, man. There's lines for it. Like if I turn on the magnet that I use all the time, like there's lines, and I had like just to manually like move them like a lot, just to make the melody like work. And I can see it in this like the da 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 da. Wait, hello? Bruh. Hello, music. Yeah, that doesn't fit the lines at all. And I think like it was really difficult to play around with this, and I think like I played a lot with the da 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 da, and I never like got it to like the perfect timing that I wanted. So sometimes it just like I think it like kind of like it sounds like the melody's kind of suffocating in this moment. Sometimes it does, sometimes it fits perfectly, but sometimes this da-da-da-da-da, like sometimes just sounds off for me a bit, I don't know. I think I used too many crashes. I might ruin this for someone, but like, I think I should have dialed down. Like, dude, that's just so many crashes. Tier 2, like on the down part. And another one here. Bang! Like, dude. One more, bang! Like, dude, I should have made it a bit more chill. I think the silent parts are kind of distracting. Like, not every like I think I don't know. It makes this, it makes the soundtrack good, but I don't want the soundtrack to be the main the main character. I want you to be the main character, and the soundtrack just helping you be the guy, like the cool guy in the flag rush. So like when this shit happens, like the head is so satisfying. But like, is it appropriate here though? I don't know, you know, like or. Like this is fine, I think. This gives some breathing time. This gives some like down breathing time here too, for like something else to come in, you know. Like, especially here, you know. This just sounds really nice. And it gives you some time to breathe until like you go back to. Like so nice, so nice. But like these parts, I'm not sure. Where it's complete silence. Maybe even here. I think maybe I overdid the silence here a bit too much. Maybe I should have went with the bass immediately. It doesn't join immediately. Maybe I should have joined immediately. Maybe I should have did this. So, but I don't know. Is it too distracting or not? Like, I think you're just too concentrating with the game, but it can be a bit more distracting than I intended, you know. Also, how much I love the C part of the. Like the chords are the same, but I think the melody's a bit too like. Not from the song for me, I don't know. I think it sounds really nice, like, but like it doesn't really fit the I don't know, just my subjective thoughts. I think like this just sounds like some other song. But I kept it because how much I love it. Maybe it doesn't really super fit, but I love it really much, and like it's not the type of shit that I write with the live instruments and stuff. But it was like a nice challenge for me, and I think I really I did it in my style still. I didn't like in the flag rush, Yarspray music style, you know? And I really enjoyed this. I want to play more Village, and I think the map is called Village, right? Medieval, no, the map's called Medieval, my bad. I want to play more Medieval and check out the soundtrack more, you know?
And last but not least, let's come up to the dungeon soundtrack.
Like right off the bat, you're hearing this bass part, like it's so nice. I don't know. I just love starting with basses, you know, like dude. Like I think the structure of basses is like kind of repetitive that I use, but I just love them so much, man. Here, our last track. I've been recording for much longer than I expected. The Dungeon. I don't know if it's the most successful. Like, look at how how tiny it is, bro. Like, so compared to like Medieval or something, to Tavern Tussle, it's a bit like not many tracks here, you know. But I still like it. I like how, first of all, I think the lead and the bass and like the structure, this blues, but more, you know, more upbeat, more like with different instruments, fits the idea of a goofy dungeon, you know, like the dungeon really scary, but like when you play Flag Rush, it's less like, oh dude, the skeleton's gonna jump out. It's more like, dude, adventure, I'm lost, I need to get out of this window somehow, you know. I think it fits. It really fits this idea, you know, like. Yeah, I think it fits really nice. I think it's also what fits is that the lead part, like the guitar lead. I also use the electric guitar one. I wanted to use a piano here, but it didn't really work out, so I used the electric guitar again. Like in Hefty Breeze, but in Hefty Breeze it's more like do. It's more like slower, and I said like with more time to breathe. Here it's less that, but I think it fits like more this upbeat vibe of the dungeon, you know, like. And I also think like the solo part is really clean. Like it's really nice. Going to stuff that I like and don't like. Let's start with the good shit. Like, the drums are so nice. Like, they just carry the whole rhythm, you know? Wait, no, here. Like this like the unsa, like kind of like a polka or whatever, or like some other Slavic country type beat. I don't remember. I think it's polka. Having like the hi-hats not on like on the 8th or 16th, but like on the offbeat every time. Moves the rhythm so nicely, like I don't know, it's just really nice. Like where is it? I think this part and this part. No, where's the hi-hat, bro? Where did I put it? There it is. Like I don't know, just like this it's so nice. And if it's the general vibe of like the blues stuff I was going to, you know? But like it's not like this the whole time. Like when the B and C sides come in, it's more like you have time to breathe before going back to you know, like here it's different. Like it's more chill with the shakers, I think, right? And then you go back into that. I think I like it really much, yeah. The flute part, I think I really enjoyed the flute part, like the both of them, like the. Like it's just so nice. It's just such a nice instrument. Like so nice. And this, like, dude, this is like such some magnum opus type shit. Like you can't see this, but I'm bopping my head right now. Like it's so good. Also, it's just like the part that I like, how I indirectly. I was writing like the bass and the lead separately, but how it matches in some part, it's so nice. Like where do I have the bass again? I should have probably labeled all of these like here. Like you hear that? Like I wasn't intending on this, but it like just matches. It's like so nice, like the do 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 do, and like the guitar being do 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 do. I don't know, man. Like this part, I just like this part so much. That wasn't intentional, but like it just fits so well. The parts that I don't really like is that like mainly the theme is a bit lost. Like you show Newton's Law to someone without knowing like the context of Leg Rush, I think they'd be like, some chill beat, and you say like it's for a parkour city type stuff. They're like, oh, that's nice, yeah. You show them like some Hefty Breeze in there, and you say like it's for like some cool outside mountains, like yeah, sure. You show them the Tavern Tussle, and they might even like guess it's not a pirate theme, it's a theme for fucking a medieval house, bro, you know, medieval village. But you show them this and you say like, yeah, this is for like a dungeon, and they're like, huh? You know, I think the theme was a bit lost here. This was like my 100th attempt, and it's what I landed on. But I still really like it. The smaller stuff, I think I should have changed like the high part of the solo. I don't think electric guitar would ever do this, man. Like no, it can, of course. Like it's an emulator of an electric guitar that I have here. Don't know. I don't think I would ever play this solo part like that on the guitar. I think I should have changed it, but like it. Yeah, this was not needed. These four. Nah. Nah, don't really work. I think here it's much better. Or should. And goes into the guitar much better, you know? Because like here, like the high parts make sense here. Shit. The high parts make sense here, no sex. And it's really satisfying too, yeah. I like the lead. And also, the problem I have with the Tavern Tussle too, I think like the pauses part was not that good. Like the... nah. kind of takes away the it being a background music a bit, you know. I also like the guitar. I tried so hard of implementing it during this and it has to work in theory, but it doesn't because like I guess some notes don't overlap really well. I still kind of kept it because I wanted the guitar part here, and I played around with it, but I don't think I actually like made it work because sometimes just like it sounds off. Sometimes like yeah, this doesn't really work. Yeah. You should have just kept the flute part. I think that's all the remarks I have. Generally, I really like Flag Rush OST. I think it works really well. You know, I think I like how it turned out. Like even with the colors and shit, and like the soundtracks being like different enough, but still fitting the themes, in my opinion, mostly. I really like that. You know, I'm really proud of it. We'll see how it's gonna be in like 5 years or something. Who knows? But that's my idea of it for now. I've been recording for 1.5 hours. Sorry, like for the future. Sorry about the lack of montage or something. I just want to upload it ASAP and don't make any like crazy editing shit. You know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here for the Flag Rush OST analysis from the author Rick Astley, aka Hairspray Music. I'll see you guys in the next soundtrack sometime.